Well, welcome back to Better Living. I'm here now with our area's biggest cheerleader, Jeremy Baumhauer. You're wearing the lovely sweater that your mother purchased you.
Well, this right here.
Just for your television appearance?
I will tell you that the first gift that I opened yesterday was one from my mom, and clearly I am not a good enough dresser, so she went to the Macy's.
I enjoy the Macy's.
She went to the Macy's and picked out the finest woven sweater she could find.
Yes.
And because it was Christmas, and because we're on today, as a Christmas gift back to you, Mom.
There you go.
Now, I will only wear this for 1/2 of my time here because I will never wear this again. But because I love you, and it's Christmas the day after. There you go.
You are so kind. Let's talk about Christmas and what it's like in your house, because I am sure that it's highly entertaining.
It is. It's my life is my family's life is kind of eccentric and different, but having like a divorce and having, trying to work out a schedule, and I have 4 kids and 2 baby mamas. What you have to do is try to coordinate it. You become like it's a Christmas coordinator. Yeah. And every faction of family, of course, still wants their time with your children. So during this run, I've had my children for 7 days. So it's very much like Catholicism meets Judaism, and we have our own version of like Chrismica. Okay, so for the last week, it's been chaos. So today, they're with their mom, and I'm completely chilled. For the first time, we're through it.
Quiet time.
Right. So my youngest got that pony she wanted, and to go outside with the ducks that live and everything. Everything
See,
else.
That's why I think it's got to just be comedy hour all the time at your house, because for heaven's sakes, you have pet ducks.
I have pet ducks. I write. This last year, we'll talk about it. This just holiday season, I was slinging sugar. It's still everywhere with the Kringle crumbs. Yeah, just my wife wanted ducks one day on our way home after seeing Honk, the musical, at the Juno Musical Theater. So as I think an ultimate sign of irony, we passed a sign on Woodville Road that said ducks, baby ducklings. And
you got ducks.
I have ducks. And they're Honk and Henry are their names, and they opened up their Christmas gift, and they had worms this year. Like, we got them meal worms. Happy.
Well, you couldn't leave them out.
I could easily leave them out. I could have left them out of my minivan on the way home. But
That's hateful.
Right. So it's been really, really good. It's been a great year for Toledo, though.
It has been a good year for Toledo. Let's talk about a few highlights of the year. Because there have been some things that have not been highlights. We dealt with the water crisis, things that put us in the national media that perhaps weren't our best times.
Well, if we even flash back to January, we buried 2 firefighters.
Yes.
And that had not happened to our city for a very long time. And the way that we came together to honor those firefighters. And then in February, we had the worst winter in the entire country. And out of every one of these moments, the city, for what we always do, we'll rise together and we, punch back. So when that happened in January, you saw a sense of unity and support of our firefighters, and that's continued for the year. And in February, when there was, 40 degrees below and feet on feet on feet, everyone was out trying to help each other. And those are the elements that I really love to write about, because I've lived in other cities, and they don't get out of their car and help other people if their cars are stuck, or they don't check on their neighbors, and that's one thing we do excellent. So, and this is the mayor. We have a brand new mayor. He gets sworn in on the 2nd of January 2nd, and this is Mike Collins' first year as a mayor. So he makes it through, and where we have at one moment, almost 3 feet of snow sitting everywhere, in August, we have no water to drink. It could have been mad chaos. You woke up Saturday morning, and they told everyone, you're not allowed to drink the water. And you go to the stores, and I went out to expect like Black Friday, Walmart. Right. Absolutely not. Everyone was being civil, and they stepped forward, and we made it through that. So those are some great tests to a city. And, come to this final last couple of months, I'm feeling that I haven't had, living here, a sense of pride of being a Toledoan. So we've not only endured these events, we have embraced them, and I think that it's really changing the way people feel about our city. And I know that all our local, every year since I was a kid, you always heard about buying local.
Yes.
Buy local,
Yeah.
buy local, buy local. And I think for the first time, it was really hitting home with consumers here. And it's, you know, the Chamber of Commerce has it matters where you make it. And I believe it matters where you buy it. You know, Apple, the store came to the mall, which is a big, beautiful thing. But we have the Mac Cafe, which is an Apple dealer right across the street of Talmadge. And just those little choices to remember that, yes, Apple is a beautiful and awesome store, but to think about the mom and pop across the street.
And that mom and pop will send you to Apple if it's something they don't have, or if it's something they don't do, or they need help with. So, but you can go to them for that personal touch, that personal service, and they know you.
Right. One of the workers is my kid's art teacher. Her dad runs it, has owned it.
She's fantastic. I've talked to her. She's great.
Right. So that has been, I mean, it's family. And that ultimately, as we go forward in 2015, my hope is that we continue that momentum, that mindset when we're shopping to support and think of those places first. Not that Apple doesn't have 69 employees, but it's Apple and it's not necessarily a Mac Cafe. So that's another example of what I think of this year as a whole. I mean, this is a year that I think that we were reborn.
Well, I want to talk about how you have added to the economy yourself a little bit this year.
And I can take this
and
off?
you're going to show us your other shirt that you're wearing, but no more sweater. And we're also going to talk about maybe some things that we can do in this upcoming year. We'll be right back on Better Living.